Of course, I lost track of time. I came here as a boy, 25-year-old boy then, and you have uncles and family saying, this is sorted, we're doing it, until I realized it's not done.
Do you think that you should be allowed to stay in this country, given that you have been here essentially unlawfully for close to 20 years?
Well, the court and all the other processes will decide that.
I'm suffering.
With Pastor Tobi's current realities, many cannot help but wonder if his many celebrity friends, including Davido, Obi Kubana, Zlatan Ibile, Daddy Freeze and others, will come through for him, or if it is time they take to their heels. What are their reactions?
Thank you very much.
What's good, guys? It's T-Code here for African Glitz.
Jesus is Lord. The Lord of Lords.
The stylish pastor came to the UK in 2005 on a visitor's visa. Rather than return to Nigeria after his visa expired, the SPAC Nation founder has instead been living in the UK unlawfully since then.
You entered the UK on a visitor's visa in 2005
Yeah.
and attempted to regularize your status in 2015 or 16 before applying for leave to remain in 2019.
Yeah.
Some people might ask why you waited so long to try to regularize your status, especially given that you're a high-profile person.
Yeah.
Because essentially that means that you've been in the UK all this time unlawfully.
I was just a regular person, helping people in Peckham, Queens Road, Peckham.
In 2019, the now 44-year-old cleric applied for leave to remain in Britain, arguing that if he is deported, it would infringe on his right to a family life because he's married to a British citizen. That's not all. The celebrity pastor told the Home Office that his community work in the UK is very important, and without his personal presence in London, all the projects that he had masterminded would fall apart or reduce in size. Besides being praised by politicians like Boris Johnson, the man of God said he had intervened in the lives of many hundreds of young people, predominantly from the black communities in London, to lead them away from trouble. Sending him back is just another way of failing these people. Sadly, all of Pastor Tobi's arguments fell on deaf ears. In a report published by The Telegraph on December 4, 2024, his application to remain in the UK was dismissed by a first-tier immigration tribunal that insisted on his deportation because of the financial misconduct uncovered at his church. But like any Nigerian determined not to return to Tinubu's economy, especially after his friend Davido confirmed it was now in shambles.
Go back where? It's not cool back home.
It's not?
I mean, my country now is in the economy now is in shambles.
Pastor Tobi immediately appealed the judgment. This time around, the stylish pastor said it was impossible to face criminal charges over his church finances, and the allegations against him were politically motivated. But once again, the tribunal slapped the cleric with deportation. They said the cleric overestimates his importance and influence in the UK, and they do not think the purported good work SPAC Nation does would collapse or even significantly suffer when he's deported.
A lot has been said about the lifestyle that you portray, designer clothes, lavish cars. Some people would say that that is slightly contradictory to Christian values of humility and modesty. Right. How would you answer that?
Well, I'm me, and I practice my own Christianity by impacting my community, making sure that I don't stay within the four walls of the church and tell people about going to heaven. I put on what is right, what connects to the generation I'm speaking to, so that they are not attracted to drug dealers and rappers. Nothing wrong with rappers, but drug dealers, so that what they are looking for, they can find the hope of that in me.
Born and raised in Ibadan, The founder of SPAC Nation has been away from Nigeria since 2005. Pastor Tobi, who is a graduate of Ogun State University, now known as Olabisi Onabanjo University, moved to Peckham, South London, UK on a visitor's visa with the hope of getting into a doctorate degree program. During that time, the cleric lived with his uncle and shared a room with his younger cousin, John Boyega, a British star actor best known for his Star Wars movie series roles. Interestingly, Pastor Tobi was forced to abandon his mission of relocating to the UK after God called him to be a pastor. In one of his many interviews with Praise Talk, the dandy man of God said he was into drugs and many other vices before God saved him. Years after establishing SPAC Nation in 2008 with only about 3 members, the 44-year-old pastor became more of a celebrity, shaking the media with his lavish and flamboyant lifestyle. Not only does he live in a mansion with 8 bedrooms and a swimming pool in a private estate in Soho, London, that is worth about £2.5 million, but the fashionable cleric cannot be caught dead wearing anything other than designer wares. Pastor Tobi has an exquisite taste for luxury, often wearing Gucci, Wesvetton, and Dior and luxury jewelry head to toe. Just like his high taste in fashion, the founder of SPAC Nation loves luxury cars. Hence, it's no surprise he owns a Rolls Royce and a Lamborghini with a personalized number plate. In November of 2023, the cleric put on quite a show for his 41st birthday as he shared a video of the convoy of his sons and daughters lined up on the streets in London, waiting for him to lead them to church. "If you are angry, it's because you don't like good things," he told his critics on Facebook.
Today's the party bumper. Okay, again, you know how we do it. It's beautiful. Stewards, hundreds of young people. Like I said, it gets us the right people. Car enthusiasts, I have to give them the part of their birthday. Let's go.
For someone with such an exquisite taste for luxury, it's no wonder Pastor Tobi collects celebrity friends like exotic birds. Over the years, seeing the cleric in the company of Nigerian celebrities and socialites has become the norm. As far back as August 2022, the man of God organized a loud, lavish soiree in the expensive courtyard of his mansion, where his guests, including stylish Lagos monarch Oba Saheed Ademola Elegushi, Davido, Honorable Pat Ajudua, and his lawyer son, Bobo Ajudua, among others, were treated to varieties of gourmet meal and choice drinks. Music superstar Davido and his wife Chioma regard Pastor Tobi as their spiritual father. It's no surprise they've been at the end of his generosity a few times, which could be because they are among the biggest spenders in his church. In March of 2022, the cleric shut down Davido's O2 Arena concert and was spotted vibing to his songs while spraying him a wad of pounds at a London restaurant later. When Nigerians pounced on the Christian minister for his unlikely behavior, he said, "I think Nigerians should focus on inquiring about why the government and churches threw them into endless perpetual poverty." Again, in October 2022, the dandy pastor gave a Birkin bag worth $95,000.
Big boy. First time in the HQ. That's
Thank you.
Then I'll present the certificate specially, because you can't carry it through the border without this, because it's full proper. We didn't let them cut it. Big bite.
And in June 2024, Davido took one of Pastor Tobi's diamond chains amidst laughter and light jokes.
It's called shopping on business.
No, it's called memory lane.
Oh yeah, memory.
Before they collect it from your body.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Then you got richer. Then you got richer. I come back. Remove it. It's even big. It's like it's meant for you.
It's not even your size.
Exactly.
You understand?
You see now, people, go fund me. Help me to get back to life.
Cubana Chief Priest, Obi Cubana, Zlatan, KC, Alex Ekubo, Sheun Kuti, Eniola Badmos, and many others also hang out with PT whenever they're in London. Sometimes, the SPAC Nation founder takes them shopping or hosts them for dinners and even at his birthday ceremony. freezes yet another celebrity close friend of the soon-to-be deported pastor. Unsurprisingly, it was among the few people who witnessed Daddy Freeze's wedding to his new wife, Benedicta Elechi, in the UK. Shockingly, the 44-year-old cleric courted all the celebrities amidst allegations of fraud and scamming his young church members. At the time, many assumed that celebrities and socialites had good reasons to associate with the UK-based pastor, especially after he claims his money was legitimate during a November 2021 interview with the Boss newspaper. The man of God claimed he started investing in cryptocurrency and a chain of African food businesses in 2016. He is also into property development and he buys old and dilapidated buildings, renovates them and sells them. Not only did he claim to have put most of the profit of these business ventures and investments into his church, but Pastor Tobi said he had never purchased or owned a luxury car in his life. Instead, he said he is just advertising them for his church members who are into such business. Further explaining, he said, "If I drive them, I speak about them or their businesses, and people will patronize them. This is what has been happening. For example, the guy who designs for Louis Vuitton sends me stuff all the time and says, just wear it and talk about it." But now that the UK has upheld the £1.87 million fraud case against Pastor Tobi, does this mean all his celebrity friends are going down with him? News of the pastor's deportation has sparked quite a reaction on social media. While some have been mocking him, many have asked him to go and ask Super Eagles player Olanrewaju Kayode for forgiveness. This is coming after the footballer accused him of having an affair with his wife, Dora Ezinne Kayode, earlier in March 2024. As we speak, the footballer is crying for justice and has even contacted self-acclaimed social media police, Very Dark Man, for help.
Look at my screen. This thing was sent to me on the 9th of July at exactly 9:45 a.m. So let me quickly read it. It says, "Good morning, Very Dark Man. How are you doing today? My name is Dash. I am a former Dash. I believe you must have heard or come across my story on the internet and national dailies. However, to summarize my story, my estranged wife, Dora, was having extramarital affairs with different men. But worthy of mention is Pastor Tobi. They both conspired and she fled with my 2 luxury cars, G-Wagon and an AMG, documents to all my properties in Lagos, everything I have worked for up until date. My sons were also abducted till now. I have no communication with them. She has been the one on the offensive and all effort to resolve this issue have been proven abortive. Despite involving the police and DSS, it's like some powerful people connected to Pastor Tobi are hell-bent on destroying me. My life has been threatened and I am no longer interested in the marriage. All I want is for her to return my properties and my kids. She can do as she pleases." So this guy is saying Pastor Tobi did knock his wife and Pastor Tobi manipulates his wife and then conspired. She can't steal in G-Wagon and in AMG according to the story. And also they don't carry in properties and everything they with the woman and Pastor Tobi. I thought Pastor Tobi is supposed to be a pastor, but as of now, it's just what he said. You understand? So he's saying that there are a lot of powerful people. He has reported to DSS, he has reported to the police, but they cannot do anything because Pastor Tobi is influential. And you know how corrupt our security agencies are in Nigeria, where some of them, if you don't collect money, they'll carry the petition, they go hide them, they'll carry the petition, they'll throw them. But now where they don't want deport them, that's how they pray me they deport them. Now where they want deport them, come back, right? So all those people where they're in back, it go easy for the case to start up here. That's number one. Number two, the likes of Daddy Freeze, when they always hail this Pastor Tobi, whether they go attending party, they do all those things. Why I won't start with Daddy Freeze? Because the way Daddy Freeze say they insult other pastors for this country and the way they hail Pastor Tobi, does he not know that the guy might be into fraudulent activities using the church name? Does he not know that the guy might be knocking people's wives using the pastor's camouflage? Do you understand? Does he not know all these things? Or they don't buy him as usual? Because as you all know, that one now, if person go they collect money, make a help person. You You understand? What else would you not do? But anyways, that one no get integrity.
Also reacting, the brother of former Ekiti Governor Ayo Fayose shared a video where he recalled how Pastor Tobi and his team tried to swindle his son and nephew in the UK.
My son and my nephew's ugly experience at Pastor Tobi's office, 7 years ago. They narrated everything. They sat me down for 3 hours 4 years ago to tell me what they went through, how they were forced to bring half of their salary, how they were put in a mansion to tell them to brainwash them that this money you are bringing is for God, how they were forced to go and bring their friends and everybody to the church, you know, so to tell them to do the same. It was a very funny and ugly experience for them, that even my nephew up till today is still bitter about Pastor Tobi all the time. He said, that man, uncle, I don't agree. You know, they had a very nasty experience. When my son was younger, because all these British boys, you know, I don't want him to join all this knife cartel and all that. I brought him home at 16 for him to be a bit rugged. But we have to let him go back after some time. So his cousin, which is my nephew, took him to Pastor Tobi's church, and all the experience was ugly. My advice for Pastor Tobi is, UK doesn't tolerate that. Many pastors in Nigeria, if they are in UK, they will be in jail. My advice is move back to Nigeria.
Shockingly, Afrobeat singer Davido, who happened to be the pastor's bestie in the past 3 years, have kept mute on the latest news. Instead, the unavailable singer is busy promoting his next album and single. Popular influencer Solomon Buchi took to X app to shade Daddy Freeze over his relationship with the cleric, while describing him as anywhere beleface. Where is Daddy Freeze? Shameless coward houseboy to a dubious UK overstayer. If it was Nigerian pastors, he would be shouting, anywhere beleface, he asked. As you must have guessed, Daddy Freeze wasted no time in replying him.
Solomon Buchi, my name don't dey light for your mouth now. For you to type my name, you know they even think you don't get mind now. Eh? Go to Coffee Lamori be Freddy Krueger, no Nightmare of Elm Street. The biblical Solomon was wise, but you have consistently proven to be otherwise. You dey talk say, PT, you overstay visa. Not be married, they marry you, carry you, go London. Only by yourself, you don't go London before. Not be when they pay your groom price. Come carry you like chicken, fowl, go London. Eh? Man, they marry woman. You, they marry you new housewife, male. You dey where they do your nanny work. They type up and down for social media like person wey don't arrive. If I show you how my email and my WhatsApp DM and my WhatsApp and my Instagram DM are full of people complaining about how you were begging them for guitar, collecting money for guitar, for this, for MacBook. Beggy solo, we no get shame. I have no problem. You said something, if another Nigerian pastor, I go to jump and down. Why? Was Pastor Bolaji the one not trending yesterday? Unlike you, I will call the pastor, have a word with him, and hear his own side of the story.
Daddy Freeze also revealed that they are ready to welcome Pastor Tobi in Nigeria if deported.
Pastor Tobi is going to be alright. Even if they deport and come Nigeria, it will be okay. If they deport you, solo come back Nigeria. If your don't press and make your wife follow you fight, or your wife will marry you, carry you go. If your wife fight with you, what? Uno suitcase, you want to go what's in Nigeria, and you don't get many enemies, so nobody go now. Anyway, you be pastor defender. While journey, you go chop iron. Come they do bodyguard for pastor. Now the best work way if you do it. Now you continue your beggy ministry online. Ungrateful beggar. Nothing where you do again way pass like that. If they deport Pastor Tobi today, come back Nigeria. Now enjoy, they can't enjoy. And my lady deport you walk where boat not here. My one call deport a Libya no. I'm a face lati Libya. Not fight your wife, oh. And God I take beg you, not fight your wife. You fight your wife like this, oh. Ileya odumole. Every Solomon where I know wise. Solomon for Bible wise. Even Solomon Grundy where they talk about for inside poem wise. K Solo wise. Iwo Akuri. O dense Jomilo. Very high relative density. Anytime you hear my name, Wawa Ronju bi enti origbeya. Wa leju bi ololu. Daddy freeze, gonna begin to gyrate. I know be your mate too. Solo, beggy, solo, babi ala solo. Watch your mouth.
As the reactions get heated online, many have begun asking what Pastor Tobi has in common with incarcerated Nigerian fraudster Hush Puppy. Do you think his celebrity friends are planning on how to welcome him, or are they planning to desert him in his trying times? Are you surprised Davido hasn't reacted to the news?
If you do lose the case and you are removed from the UK,
Right.
will you move your organization to Nigeria?
It's impossible. My organization is here, my organization is everywhere, and to move it to anywhere else means leave people to keep killing themselves. So no, we're not going to move the community or the movement. We're just going to establish more and find a way to do what we need to do.
Let's head to the comment section to share our opinion. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share with your loved ones. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can be notified when we drop a new video. Thanks for watching. It's Tikkud here, and I'll see you again soon.